Yeah. So the night of the fire, what happened? Wow.
It was just windier than all heck around here.
Yeah, 75, 80 mile an hour winds.
Almost little mini tornadoes coming
Really?
around.
Okay, and your name again?
My name's Matt.
Matt. Okay, and you're from Paradise.
Yeah,
So
I
you
lived down there for a while, and
you went through that fire as well.
a lot of my family did. I lived down there about 15 years ago, but
Oh, so you got lucky to miss that, but you went through it. If your family went through it, you went through it. It's like my family out here going through this, you know. So,
day before that.
so this virtually missed your entire property. I mean, I'm looking at the burn line here, and this.
Up here.
Wow, you guys were so incredibly lucky, and you were one of the first ones out of here.
Yeah, it started getting windy, and I saw smoke from California fires, and I said, "Honey, we gotta watch this for a minute." And then it started getting real windy, and trees started blowing down. I said, "Let's get into town." About an hour after we got into town, the mountain behind us started catching on fire,
This is Echo Mountain right behind
Yeah.
us. Okay,
and then this
this is basically the epicenter where it started.
yeah, back in these woods, and
So your neighbor on this side behind you,
yeah,
all
there was-
gone. All the neighbors in your front that I'll come around over here, gone. Your neighbor in your side for several houses down, all across the street. I mean, I would say your wife, who just said this off camera, said that your mother-in-law, who passed away.
Oh, her mom just died a little while ago, and
Sorry to hear
we
about.
built a memorial garden for her
Oh
right
yeah,
here.
and look at it survived. Just wow.
The fire burnt this stump right here.
Right here, look at the land. It shifted the land back to the stump. Her garden still almost virtually untouched, and the fire right up to the back of their property. Everybody else's house is lost.
Even these blackberries that were growing on top of our roof burnt, but the garage is still
But the
standing.
garage is still standing with no damage. How nice is that to not have to deal with blackberries, man? That is a godsend for how brutal these things are. Man, I appreciate you letting me back here to see this. You guys, virtually, your mother was, yeah. What would you say?
This is unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's
You-
crazy. It's a miracle too. It really
Have
is.
Have you talked to any of your neighbors?
Oh, I've talked to a lot of the neighbors.
Okay.
I've talked to Viola over here, a little old lady. She's in her 90s. She's probably not going to come back.
Yeah.
And then we have Steve right here. He said 6 months and he'll be back.
Okay.
And the rest of the strip over here, and Mike over here, he'll be back.
People are coming back.
They're going to come back.
Okay. How do you feel about being one of the only houses survived up here? What's the emotions you felt when you came back and saw your house standing?
It's a miracle.
Okay.
It is a miracle, but I feel guilty too.
Yeah. I'm not trying to make you cry, but I understand. I understand. This is raw, and I wanted to make sure.
Devastating.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you grew up here,
Yeah, this is my grandma's house.
so wow. So this whole neighborhood.
And actually down the way, my sister, I can see all the way to her house
Yeah.
now through the
Wow.
trees. Her house and her cars there burn up.
Yes. Okay.
And then her dad's truck is over in Yodel Lane and house burn up.
Yeah. Yodel Lane's a complete
And
loss.
right behind my sister's house is where my dad grew up, and that house is gone.
Completely gone. And your name?
Shanna.
Shanna.
Ingram.
Ingram.
My daughter Madison.
Daughter Maddie. Okay. Got Matt. Yeah. Matt.
See how close it came to the
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
I mean, look at this.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
I didn't even see this the first
big
one.
wooden barrier wall, and it just
So all these railroad ties just disintegrated. Wow. I've seen today's,
Concrete.
yeah, melted concrete. The amount of steel I've seen melted today up and down the, yeah, just hot. And look at this, your guys' yard virtually
Can you believe this?
un untouched. Yeah, it's all green. I mean, right up to the edge of it. I mean, you have to wonder what divine intervention that takes it on every side of you right to your property's edge and doesn't burn anything of yours. I'm super thankful both for your guys' time and your story. And I know this is incredibly, thousands of people are going to see this. What would be the message you would want to tell the world about your neighborhood and about your community and
I just want to know, everybody to know that a miracle is going to happen. I mean, look, it already is starting. He's starting to clean it up. You know, he's going to clean it up.
we'll rebuild.
We'll
rebuild?
Our
Everyone's going
neighbors
to,
will come back.
Yeah.
You know, we'll have a better Otis out here.
Okay.
Otis Strong. You know, we'll all
Otis
come
Strong.
back.
Okay.
Otis Strong.
Okay. I'm gonna hashtag that. I'm sure it's already been done, but
It has.
I
And
will.
I worked at the Otis Cafe for 5 years.
Oh, legendary.
My uncle, great uncle, was the Otis. So Otis was named after my uncle.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow. How do you feel
So-
about that?
That's pretty cool. 'Cause
That's
it's
re-
history.
yeah,
You know, and
yeah.
my family settled down the road from Otis Cafe on the highway right there.
Okay.
So I mean, and I must have been. I was left here
Look
for
at
a
this.
reason.
Look at
you
this.
know?
You're the only house virtually for blocks, not just this block, many blocks. What's that, Matt? The reason I said that to you is there's a town called Cutton, California, and that was named after my 2 or 3 great grandpas, and nobody from our family's there. And I've always wanted to be the one to go back. And so when you said that, I thought, oh man, I really want to hear her.
Reminded you, yeah.
Yeah. So I plan to retire there. Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Oh wow, it right up to the stake.
Yeah.
I mean, you virtually the rest of them didn't get touched.
Just the bottom of this one.
Yeah.
It's weird.
That is weird. You almost wonder, I mean, if it was because, you know, up in Detroit, they had a lot of roots burning. Like, I'm surprised they let you guys back in compared to how Detroit, they shut it down.
Yeah.
And
So
it's
we didn't come back in for 2 weeks.
for
Right
2 weeks.
Yeah,
So you guys just got back here.
Yeah, last weekend.
Oh, there's a kitty over
Yeah.
there.
I've been trying to document as many. Cass, did you guys lose any animals?
No, thank
No?
God.
No, you
We
haven't?
took off- We left that night. That's what I was saying. We left that night at 10:30 since his sixth sense just kicked in from being from Paradise,
Yeah.
California, and he was like, "We have to go now." And I was like, "No," and I've been stressed out. Like I said, my mom passing, my
Sure.
aunt passing. So
How soon did and sorry for your,
my
I want to take a
mom
moment to
just
say
passed 3 months ago.
3 months ago, and your
Her
aunt.
sister passed 4 months before that.
Oh, geez, so in 7 months, you've lost 2 very close members of your family. And again, my condolences. Thank you for even chatting with me about that. I can only
course.
imagine.
So we got ready to leave, and my daughter was here. My other daughter, my youngest daughter, was here. We have 2 dogs, a cat, a bearded dragon,
Oh, wow.
and I had my niece Bailey here with me, who my sister lived down there, who's lost everything.
Where's she at?
She's in town.
Okay,
We're staying
did-
at a motel together.
Okay, you're staying with them because
Yes.
of you don't have no power, no water.
Well, we have power and water now.
Oh, you
We had
do?
Smoke damage really bad.
Wow.
So we've been having to clean everything up.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
So we've been here cleaning.
Are you guys okay?
Yeah.
You guys have food. You guys have. I've been trying to help everybody I can.
This whole town, Lincoln City, is
Oh, it's amazing, the
people come
outreach.
together like this. Like something once in a lifetime you see.
It's
on
amazing.
Really?
We've met
Okay.
our neighbors that, I mean, we've all connected in the motel that we never even knew
Never
or
knew 'em?
talked to, you know,
Through this?
until this. And now this whole fire has brought everybody together, and we're just like,
How are you guys? The reason I ask is I have had a couple retired people say they're struggling to eat. And the cash flow's an issue. They're not, because they're in motel rooms, they can't prepare food. You know, these are people that have prepared food their whole lives, right? You're
Right,
talking about
yeah.
baby boomers who just don't do the fast food thing. And so they're either rationing out 4 cheeseburgers for the next 2 days. It's just sad. I talked to, you know, and I'm glad to hear that wasn't your case, but what would you say? I'm trying to raise as much money with my GoFundMe and helping people out. And just, I've had people from Monmouth just giving me cash to come out here and give people to eat. So what would you say?
I would recommend going to the Red Cross, and they have other resources here in town,
Okay.
different donation sites where they can go to and get food. Marcy's Bistro
Okay.
underneath is a site. The Panther Creek Community Center out here is
I
a
went to the
site.
creek. I saw that. They're shut down just now though. So
They
what?
close from 10 to 2.
Oh, 10 to 2.
10 to
Okay.
2.
Okay.
And then the Grange Hall out here is 10 to 2 as well. So there are resources
Okay.
that people like that, if they're in need, can go to those.
Okay.
Family Promise, Marcy's Bar and Bistro.
Hmm.
Okay. I'm going to pass this on. I want to thank you guys for taking the time with me. I know this is an incredibly emotional time. Terrible way to meet you, but at the end of the day, I hope you can appreciate I'm trying to shed a light on everything that you guys are living through. And unfortunately, I don't think the media is covering this nearly well enough. So it's amazing.
No, they're not.
No, that's the
They're not.
consensus that I've gotten from when this all originally happened. I was sharing this in my storm chasing groups, and it was getting hundreds of thousands of views on Facebook. And then I'd look over on like Coin, KGW, and they'd have like nothing, just nothing. And I'm like, how is a storm chaser in his bedroom getting more coverage, sharing? And I'm sharing your guys' stuff. It's not like I'm here. I was sharing people's videos from here, and it was blowing up across the world. And I became almost a lightning rod because there's no storm chasers from Oregon out in the Midwest. I'm a rarity. I'm an albino deer. So
awesome.
Yeah, that is awesome.
I made the, well, you guys will see my channel. You'll see the hurricane I went through. I breathed a bunch of chlorine dust and couldn't help the people there. I had to go to the hospital. And then just to get better, and I'm not even supposed to be out here, but it was like, hey, this happened. I have this platform. Well, that's the thing is, yeah, I have to help where I can. So
And bless your heart for that.
thank you.
know,
I appreciate it, but
seriously.
I can't do this without you guys agreeing to this. So it's I'm just a bumbling idiot with the camera. Yeah, I was just looking at that.
We came so close to just igniting our place.
Look at this. This is right to the very edge of the property. So this is all smoke damaged. Obviously, everything that, okay. So right to the edge. So you guys literally are walking away from this fire with 2 burnt fence posts and no having to weed the back 40.
No.
Yeah, wow. Just unbelievable. Thank you guys.
You're
Forest
welcome.
is gonna come back.
What's that? Oh, this forest. Yeah, you guys are going to see a whole,
Okay, hold on. We gotta look at